It says something quite beautiful about British justice that in 1917, while men were dying every single day on the battlefields of France, the courts, and King's Bench at that, still found time to deal with a matter where the principal victims were two cats and their owners. Three quite horrible young boys, whose ages are not given in the case note, set upon two farm cats and killed them. I will spare the distressing details, but the cats were killed quite cruelly. An act called the Malicious Damage Act of 1861 made it an offence to unlawfully and maliciously kill, maim or wound any dog, bird, beast or other animal, not being cattle, but being ordinarily kept in a state of confinement or for any domestic purpose. The magistrate did not convict the boys because he found that it had never been proven that these particular cats were ordinarily kept in a state of confinement or for any domestic purpose. In the absence of such evidence, the magistrate did not feel confident that the charge had been proved. There are certain matters which are considered to be so obvious and so well known that they do not require evidence. An obvious example, for instance, is the fact that Wednesday follows Tuesday. In this case, the King's Bench found the fact that cats were domestic pets kept for domestic purposes was so well known and obvious that it need not be proven by evidence. Justice Avery said, "Cats belong to a genus or class of animals that are ordinarily kept for domestic purposes." There is no doubt that that is the usual description of cats. Domestic cats is a well-known expression. That being so, it was not necessary to prove that the particular cats in question were at the time being kept for domestic purposes. Justice Darling agreed, saying, "Here there was no evidence that these were cats which had become wild. They were cats which were haunting farm premises and belonged to the class of cats which are ordinarily kept for domestic purposes. That being so, they were within the protection of the section." Following Justice Darling's reasoning, the fact that cats were domestic was so well known that evidence would in fact have been required if a party wanted to demonstrate that a particular cat was wild. The case was returned to the magistrates to be tried again.